Hello everybody. Got another boss fight to kind of explain here. Now, already I'm doing something wrong, technically. I'm doing something a little less than optimal. What I'm doing wrong is that I'm taking out all the SOCOM sensors here first. And there's reasons why this is not optimal, besides the fact that I'm a potato with my aim. So, I have to talk about menus here for a sec, right? So, as I explained in the main guide, menuing is very, very important in MGS2 running, whether you're running very easy, normal, European extreme, whatever. Having your menus set up is very, very important. So, I've already talked about the importance of having previous equip on, and like why that's so important. But I don't think I really explained all that well. Like specific instances of having your menu set up for future things. So in this case, it is better to come over here, grab the pentasmine, put your PSG1 on, and take out the first the cipher, and then down to the flag. And it's more optimal that way, because then you can menu down to your SOCOM. Then you can take out all the rest of these other Semtex sensors. And why it's important to have the SOCOM equipped is because that way, when you go down these stairs and you start the cutscenes, or the codex and then the cutscene, you can just tap to equip the SOCOM, run forward really quickly, and grab the stinger that's on the ground right in front of Raiden. That's important because you're going to want to set up for iframes at some point in the fight, you know, for a safety backup. If you do it right, you're not going to need the safety backup, but you want to have it just in case. And another reason is the menu for the stinger is one menu faster from the SOCOM than it is from not having anything. So from here, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas from the SOCOM, you know, that's 1, 2, 3. Because the stinger shows up right between the chaff and the D-mic. So you want your SOCOM equipped for those two reasons. And to do that, you want to have the SOCOM equipped while heading into this over here, this trigger. So now that I've said all that, let's get into the actual boss fight. Like I said, you're going to get the codex cutscenes, equip the SOCOM, grab the stinger, take the stinger out, and start shooting. You want to actually aim for that wing, because it does slightly more damage than the engines for whatever reason. So that was 4 shots. You want to take your first 3 shots while he's ahead of you, then turn around, aim right above strut D, take your 4th shot. And then from there, you know, basically what you're seeing. I hope I didn't just screw this up, actually. No, we're good. So, when he does his dive bomb, is specifically tied to his health amount, because it effectively acts as another phase in the fight.
I'll let you go out in style.
So, you really want that dive bomb phase as early as you want, as early as possible. And to do that, you want extra shots in the beginning, as many as you can possibly fit in. Currently, the most we know we can do is 5. If you're insane and somehow find a way to do it, you might be able to get 6. Who knows? But that's 4 shot start. And much like Olga, Harrier is a lot of knowing where he's going to be and improvising based off of that. So I'm actually going to take a moment here to kind of show you. So you're going to start here, or you're going to start closer to here. Run up, grab the stinger, first 3 shots, and for 4 shot, you just turn around immediately, aim above strut D. Now, after he's done with his initial flyover, he's immediately going to go to the left and he'll end up. Yeah, that's fine. He'll either end up like in that area or in that area, and that's how it starts. Once he comes back from over there, he's going to do a strafing run with his machine guns, and it's as if you hit him with a rocket while he's doing that, he's not going to hit you with that, so that's no worries. So you can just turn around and aim a shot in that general direction, so that when he passes over you, you can take another shot. And with 4-shot, that's going to put him in the health range for doing the overhead dive bomb phase. So once you take this shot here, you might be able to actually get one more in, but I don't suggest it too much. So once you take this shot here, just kind of wait up here for a sec, watch him a little bit, and then make your way down to the lower level by hanging off and then dropping down. So once you're down there, you got the little box down there. You saw me kind of flatten up against that. That was specifically for positional purposes, so that I could take the stinger and aim up where the railing opposite that one is, and we're kind of aiming in between the bars so that the stinger makes its way through there. And from there, we just kind of wait until he actually does his dive bomb. And you might have also noticed that I waited for a few seconds while his cutscene happened. And that's specifically because while you're aiming down the stinger's sights and that cutscene plays, the lock-on solution actually gets met. But it takes a little a few moments. So you kind of have to wait for it. There are a couple of cues you can use. You can either use the cutscene swapping, although it's a little iffy if you use that one, or you can use it the visual cue when the bombs actually drop, like when you see the bomb casings start to fall off of his wing mounts. So once you see that, you want to skip the cutscene, take your shot, and you should see the missile go a little bit crazy. It'll try and track him from above you and out over that way. And when that shot hits, or misses, like you saw what happened with me, take another shot while you still got that lock on, and that'll chase him down. And you want to kind of hesitate before you climb these stairs on that side over there, because what that's going to do is that's going to set him up to actually go in that direction again, so that you can just climb the stairs. You can climb those stairs, pick yourself up over. Let me actually take care of this fire really quickly. So it's going to set you up so you can get up these stairs, and immediately you want to just kind of aim this direction, so that his when he lets you go out in style, you can take your first shot as soon as possible while aiming in this direction. And if you can take that first shot as soon as possible, you can get another shot in before he passes over you. And of course, as he's passing over you, or rather before he passes over you, his missiles will hit. So you want to this is another reason why the SOCOM is important, by the way. You want to flatten up against this railing down here, and kind of use your iframes, which is really simple. Just take cover, take a shot, get back in cover, and then swap immediately back to your stinger. And you can delay it by like a second, maybe a little bit less. But if you take a shot as soon as you bring the stinger up, you can actually hit him as he's passing over you. And if you can do that, then you can take another shot as he's passing over, like going that direction. And then you saw what I did was, as he was right about there-ish, on the opposite side of strut D, I kind of dragged my aim down this way and took a shot with the stinger, and that caused the stinger to kind of hook around and end up hitting him when it really, really shouldn't have. And we call that fairly aptly enough the hook shot. So if you can hit that hook shot, he should be pretty good range for you to just kind of stand here, take 3 shots, and he should be done. If you've done everything I've said. Otherwise, there's going to be another phase. He's going to make it out of the missile phase, probably. And if he does that, he's going to go in that direction. And from there, he has the opportunity to go either direction, out in that distance or over in that distance. So just kind of track him as he does whatever he's going to do. And it's going to rinse and repeat, basically. He's going to do his chain gun phase, he's going to fly around a little bit, and then after that, he's going to circle around strut G there, and he's going to start actually trying to gun you down with machine guns. And that's what you don't want to see. On normal, you specifically do not want to see him use his chain guns, because that is a fairly slow fight. So you really want to catch him while he's still in missile phase if possible. But if you can't, then it's no real issue.
Right. What's wrong? Right.
So
Right.
that being said, that's 4-shot start. I want to also show you a 5-shot start, which is a little bit more tricky to pull off, but it won't take too much more practice than the 4-shot start will, and it's faster. So you kind of do want to eventually start learning this, but I would suggest starting out with 4 shots so you get the kind of hang of the fight before moving on to the 5-shot. So like I said, you actually want to start with the PSG-1, take out the Cypher first, because if you miss that shot, then you're going to end up having a bad time. Take out the flag, then SOCOM, and take out the rest of these. Now, I don't normally do this, so it's going to look a little slow. In fact, very slow, because I'm in the wrong spot. So... and then turn around and grab this guy. And there you go. Then you can just equip the SOCOM again before coming down here. Now, 5-shot, like I said, it's trickier, and it's a lot more precise, both in terms of positioning and in terms of time. So it's going to look real quick. So, SOCOM, Stinger, grab the Stinger, aim up, take the first 3 shots, aim up to the top left, take that shot. And see, that's just how quick it is. You have to really be on top of your aim
Jack,
here.
what's going on? Answer me! Jack? Jack?
So let's give that another go. 1, 2, 3. Aim for wings. Now, that's actually really good. If you can actually manage to catch him with a lock-on before he dives down there, then that's great. Then here's die shot, as we call it, for that right there. Take that shot. Like I said, missile goes a little crazy. Take another shot. Hesitate. Come up the stairs. Aim this way. There he is. Now we're going to want to take 2 shots here. As soon as you lock on, take that shot. Just kind of mash the button. Flatten. Iframes. Stinger. I missed that shot. It's just not too terrible. Hook shot. And then from here, missile phase. Now, if you've done everything properly up to now, he'd actually already be done. But, you know, you take what you get. And that's 5-shot start. You can see how much faster 5-shot went than 4-shot, simply because he didn't go off into the distance off the initial flyover. But that's basically it. If you're not getting 4-shot, don't worry too much. The fight doesn't change over much from that point. In fact, like he'll fly over. You can just wait for him to go over that way. Take the shot when he's doing his strafing run, and then he'll just kind of he'll fly over, take a shot right there. Then, depending on his health value, whether you're hitting his wings or his engines, he'll either go crazy like he does when he's going for dive bomb, or he'll just kind of lazily go off in that general area over there, and circle around, and circle around some more, and circle around some more, until eventually he gets up. He'll eventually loop the loop around the crane, and that's when you know he's about to take the dive bomb. At which point you just go underneath here, take that aim, and so on and so forth. So that's basically that's 3-shot. I didn't show it here, but it's pretty simple. So, yeah, that's Harrier. Next up will be Vamp 1. Fairly simple fight, but he's got some nifty tricks.